Welcome, everybody. It is Crypto Moose, and it's time to get loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. What we're going to do on this episode is share with you guys my Cardano strategy for 2025. This is going to be my exit strategy. So I want to talk about how I DCA'd in and how I plan to DCA out. So there's quite a bit to go over. If you get something out of this, like, comment, subscribe. Keep in mind, nothing on this episode should be taken as financial advice. You're listening to a loose moose. So I also do want to hear from you guys. What is your average Cardano buy price? I've got my stats up here. It looks like my average buy is 40 cents. So 0.4051. So right now I'm up 37%, but that's because I bought so much when ADA was at the bottom. Okay, so that's what I want to get into on this episode. Keep in mind, we are July 8th of 2025. So there's so much that can happen. I believe that once Bitcoin continues to rip and once we see alt season, that's where we're going to see a lot of magic happen in the space, okay? So right now, Bitcoin is at 109, and I think that's good overall. So we're getting very bullish in the space, and I'm happy to see that, okay? So to give you guys an idea as well of what I'm currently holding, you guys can check out my wallet. It is $Thai.ADA or $Loose Moose or Crypto Moose. So put in those and you can find that as well. So you can see what projects I'm into. I'm pretty transparent about that. Also, delegate to the Hedges stake pool. We want to 10x this. And if you want to earn passive income, do that. So hit up the link tree and hit Hedges stake pool and begin to stake. I've got tutorials on that. Okay. So what we're going to start off with is, what do we think is going to happen? Now, for sure, nobody knows. I don't know what the price of Cardano will be a week from now, a month from now. I don't know a year from now for certain. I have an idea. Assuming that we get a bull run, that's the idea. I believe ADA will go to new all-time highs. Okay, so I have a low end, mid end, and high end. Okay, and I'm going to share those with you on this episode. So if you want, you guys can go to the channel, check out my other videos. I've got a bunch of videos on ADA. I've got, $8 price predictions, and I believe one was even higher. So, bullish case, I'm thinking would be near $11. But we're going to get into that in this episode. So I did create this. So hopefully you guys, like some of this moose stuff, this little bit of moose math. But what we're going to do is take a look at the strategy. So for a lot of you, hopefully you were DCAing in, dollar cost average. So, no matter what the price of ADA is, assuming we're in a bear market, it's oftentimes better, right? You don't want to buy at the peak. You're going to DCA, okay? So you're going to dollar cost average, meaning you buy continuously in, and then once the price goes up, you start to sell as the price goes up, okay? And then you're in profit. So I've got an example here, and for me, these numbers are pretty accurate as to what I bought in at. In fact, I bought in much better than this. So for me, I bought a little bit of ADA at $3, but I bought the majority of my Cardano around 25 cents and 50 cents. Okay, so that's why my average buy for my personal portfolio, which I don't disclose, but my average price is 40 cents. Okay, so I'm up 37%. At one point when ADA was down, I wasn't doing well, but it's because I continued to dollar cost average. Keep in mind, this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you how I'm approaching this bull run, okay, and taking profits. So let's say, here's an example. Let's say you took $1,000 and you bought ADA when it was at 40 cents. So let's just go here. And these numbers are just made up for this episode. I'm just trying to keep everything pretty simple. So keep that in mind as well, okay? anyways, just keep that in mind. So let's say 2024, it was 40 cents and you bought $1,000 worth of ADA. Okay. Today, ADA is worth, what is ADA? 60 cents. So you'd be up if you just bought 1,000 and you held on. Perfect. Okay. So let's say ADA went up to 123 and you're like, oh, it's going to the moon. You bought another $1,000. Okay. So now you have 2,000 ADA. Your average price is, let's say, around 80 cents. Then ADA goes up to 245. You buy another $1,000. So you bought $3,000. You bought $3,000 worth of ADA. Okay. And your average price is $1.36. Okay. So you're in at $1.36. You would look at the market today and go, oh man, I got wrecked. Like I'm cooked, right? Like the moose is loose. We're done. It's over. Well, this is where you deploy patience. You want to either buy at the lows, buy even more, right? If you believe in it long term. For me, for example, okay, I've been waiting a long time. We are going to see the night drop, okay? So midnight, a new privacy focused chain. Cardano is a partner chain. Beautiful. Okay, so that's going to bring in a lot of users, in my opinion. We now have smart contracts. We didn't have that last cycle. Okay. What else do we have? We have interoperability. We have so much going on with Cardano. It's solidifying itself as one of the better blockchains. You can stake it. Again, we're waiting for this big pump, and I think it's going to happen because Bitcoin is at over $100,000. It's going to be at $250,000 before you know it. Alts are going to take some of that liquidity. All we need is Cardano to just take a couple percent, and we're going to be in a good spot. Okay. So here's some ideas. Again, I don't know what the price of ADA will be. Here's some targets. So if you bought at an average price of 136, you're not going to take profit until ADA gets to $1.36. So you would sit on your bag, right? So here's the bag. You're going to wait, sit on the bag. And if it goes to 136, that's when you begin to make a decision. Maybe you sell everything and you're like, I'm tired of this crypto stuff. And again, maybe there's new news, right? Like tomorrow, it could be announced that Charles has, quit crypto. That would be bad for Cardano. It could be announced that anything, I don't know, it could be anything. That's why it's important to understand. Today we are Tuesday, July 8th, 2025. We don't know what's going to happen. Nobody knows for sure. But these are my estimates. I believe 136, that's on the low end. It will happen sooner than later. My first target when I am going to sell is going to be around $5. That's what I'm thinking. Would I take some profits around maybe $3? Maybe. But it depends on what's happening. I'm very patient. If we don't get an alt season by 2028, I don't care. I can wait 10, 20 years. I'm very patient. Like my Bitcoin, I'm not going to sell it. But my first target is 550. At 550, I plan on selling maybe a third. And then if it goes to $8, I'm going to sell another third. Okay? And then if it goes to $11, I sell the rest. Because that is peak euphoria. That's just overbought, right? Maybe. Again, there's a lot of different factors. But that is how you DCA in and DCA out. Okay? So, yeah, I guess we explained that. Just under 10 minutes. Guys, if you were holding Cardano, was it June 11th? Yeah, June 11th was the screenshot. So I'm going to be doing a tutorial step-by-step showing you how to claim your night tokens. Guys, hit up the link tree and comment down below. Did the moose get loose? Did I help you out? Hopefully you enjoyed it. Use code MOOSE. Pick up a Tangem. Pick up a Trezor. Pick up a Ledger. I love these wallets. I just did another video on it. And yeah, I want to keep this video around 10 minutes. That being said, the moose is loose. Delegate to the hedge stake pool. Cheers.